Shock Worker, a title awarded to workers in the Soviet Union who displayed exemplary performance. Rewards ranged from scarce goods up to the highest state honors. The competition was fierce, once even deadly. Soviet jump game. Sprenoitsky. I don't know if that's actually Russian, and I'm sorry to anyone who actually does speak Russian. I give in to stereotypes too much, and for that I apologize. But I play as Spots. He's a mangy-looking zombie dog thing. He's my dude. So yeah, for those of you who didn't know, or who maybe couldn't hear as well on my previous video, it was uploaded fairly recently, this is Soviet Jump Game. It is kind of looking like a Mario clone from what you can see, right? The little golden blocks in the background, the almost pipe-looking things, but it is in fact a battle royale. It is a battle royale that I can't guarantee I'm going to get many matches in because it is still in very early access. I have never seen a match of more than like 10 people playing at a time. They are trying to test out server bandwidth, get people going, you know, do an actual real world test with releasing it like this. And as with all early access battle royale titles, they'll definitely hook you up with a skin of Vladimir Putin or whatever you want if you want to throw a couple jump coins their way. But as my Wolfie skin, which is not the default, will indicate, there are unlockables you can get just by playing, leveling up, so it's not something you have to give them money for, but if you really like the product, it's very early access. We're in version 0.9.2, as you can see in the upper left there. So this is made by Grumps, and we're gonna do a little bit of free promotion for them on this because I really like this game. I'm not a huge battle royale guy. I love the concept, I love the idea, and I understand like Fortnite, Realm Royale, Apex Legends, all fun. Played all three of them. I think DayZ had one. No, not DayZ. What is it? State of Decay? I don't remember the name of the zombie game. There was one zombie game that had one too that I've played. I like battle royales. They hold my attention for a good long while until they don't. So this one, so far, really enjoying it. It's a solid experience. It's Mario platforming with a bunch of fun Soviet-themed things, some shenanigans, and, well, you'll see. We'll at least get to look at some of the items that are available. I'm going to go over all of those if we never get anyone in a match. Otherwise, we're just going to go over them as we see them, and we'll talk about this game. It's fun. It's a good time. Yesterday I tried running around this time and I didn't find anyone, so we could just sit in this room alone forever. But yeah, this is the waiting room. It's like a little training room looking thing, you know, wrestling mats, basketball court. It's got a bunch of items around so you can both test and just play out with the tools at your disposal and learn what things are. There are these handy question blocks that'll give you a bunch of neat little tips. They're really funny. Because this is free, I highly recommend checking it out. But it'll tell you things like picking up a second power-up. We'll place it in your inventory slot on the top of the screen. So, to put that in perspective, if I have the potato, which makes me like a super Soviet, and then I pick up a second power-up, like this bomb helmety thing, then there will be a little window somewhere in this-ish neighborhood. Not enough players in the match. But yeah, it'll appear at the top of the screen that will be holding the potato, or be holding whatever other item I just had. So I can hit a button to drop that down to switch out between two different items, kind of like in Super Mario World. But because the item has to fall onto me, other players can snipe it and jump out above me and just straight up take my stuff. That's kind of the trade-off there. Now, each of the powers kind of has its root a little bit in some existing Mario fluff from some of the 2D games, and some of it's very unique to this. That is really the only kind of thing you'd see in a battle royale type game. So, without further ado, we have the potato. Smiley little potato makes you big. You can get one more hit point, you're slightly larger. it is possible for enemies, like Goomba type things, to spawn out of the item blocks. So there are both hazards, enemies, and an incoming death wall from either side that are all threats to you in addition to the other players. So having the extra hit point, definitely valuable. I had another person in the match there. Did you see that? They had the same skin as we did, or a very similar one. That was neat. That was super cool. We almost had enough people to play the game. This time of day, it's more likely than you might think. I am not live on Twitch in this recording. I normally do all of my streams on Twitch, but in this case, I did want to just kind of show off the game, get this recorded, and get this uploaded. I'm going to do kind of a Soviet jump game themed day. I'm going to do a couple uploads today, if I can get a couple matches in, things of that nature. So this one's the battery. Press X to shoot electric balls. Pick this up. Shocking experience. Zap. As you can see, there are emotes. Be like little happy friends, barely communicate. The electric ball, very much like the fireball from Mario, except it's electric, not fire. What are you talking about? Totally distinctly different. This is the bomb. It lets us do this. Normally we'd explode on someone, but because we can't hurt people, we just kind of bounce here forever. This is a thing people like to do in the waiting room. We might do this for a while, but you can see when the bomb lands, it explodes, and he has black powder char on him until it is off of cooldown. That is a natural limiter to stop you from just being able to spam explode in one place forever, because you are briefly immune while doing that to damage. This one's a tank. You can get 3 of the spiked balls into play at one time. If they hit people, they do damage. They only go for so far. This one is the hammers and sickles. I was trying to jump between the basket and I didn't fit. Okay, it's what it says it is. It throws it in an arc, kind of like the Hammer Bros suit from Mario 3 and subsequent games, but it alternates between hammer and sickle, and when they hit, they have a slight little bounce back. Tons of fun. So this egg up here, this is a duck hat. Duck hat is like the tanuki thing in that it lets you kind of fly, but not really. So like you can sprint, you can't do like a flying takeoff, but you can do a couple flat flaps to get yourself a little more velocity, get over something. It has a little bit of an uptick, and if you just hold the button, you'll glide in. Glide on in. See? And then here, this one is another one people like to play with in here because you can use it to play baseball with an item I'll show you later. It's a bat. The bat's dark. Does knockback. You hit people with a bat. This is a poison potato. Poison potato hurts you. Don't pick up the poison potato. This is Russian nesting doll. This gives you not 1, but 2 hit points. So other than that, doesn't do much. The beekeeper suit. You can hit these away with a baseball bat. I think you can do that to a lot of the physical projectiles, but this throws bees, like a Yoshi egg. You have kind of a range you can throw it in. It goes, it bounces, and then it explodes a few seconds later into bees! So many bees! So this is the one that's very inherently Battle Royale, and we'll have time to show this off just before the match starts, I hope. It is Disguise Block. It can look like a number of different blocks. Lasts until you let go of the button. So hey look, we're going to get a match in. This is going to be an actually productive and useful video. Find a pipe. Jump in said pipe. And here we are. We're out in the wild world. There are coins to collect, which will affect our overall score, at least a little bit. I saw another player over there, so we're just gonna mosey this way a little bit. I don't think I've done the snow world, but oh no, he's got a superstar. That was the one thing we didn't get to. Was they bottle of something, makes you flash, plays the music, does the you cannot be hurt by things and anything that touches you dies. Superstar Mario type thing. Incoming pain wall. So we're already pretty far out from it. You can see the map at the bottom. It's a linear bar because there are only 2 directions to go. But the pain wall is that big oncoming thing of red on the right and left there that has what kind of looks like spikes on it on the little map down there. If you look real careful. We're in the white zone right now, so it's coming up on the edge of that. You should just kind of keep thinking about going this direction. Hey look, it's that bomb thing I talked about. If I can... Ice physics. There we go. then lets me knock some stuff out of some blocks. Grab a potato for an extra hit point later if I can grab it again. Grab that potato so no one else can get it. I saw Nesting Doll. I don't know where Nesting Doll went. So we're just gonna leave. Gross water. Pirates of Gross Water. I went for the bat because I knew I'd need a weapon to deal with my enemy, and I died to the spike wall. That should be a lesson there. But hey, you know, could have been a lot worse. Let's spectate. See what happens. So eventually it gets down to a point where there's just a few people left, and the wall slowly starts encroaching in. Puts the pressure on in this last screen here. Now you can still travel vertically if you can go up a pipe or down through a hole that actually transfers downward. So there is still a little bit of evasion you can do, but this crushing will just keep going. And there we go. And jumping on someone else is all it really takes. It is at its core still a platformer. It is jump game, right? Makes a lot of sense to me. But yeah, there we go. That was an experience. So as you can see at the end, we move up in rank through the various kinds of slums for how many NPC kills, how many PvP kills, how many coins, how long did we live, and how much damage did we manage to do. 659 is about my average. I'm not super great at it yet, and I don't get to play that often because, well, matchmaking's hard and there aren't that many people. But yeah, there we have it. That was one match. We're going to go back into play again. I'm going to show off the last couple items in slightly greater detail. So I wasn't quite done with that. And then we'll go through all of the tips real quick and before the match starts. We'll do another match right quick here. And this is all being recorded on the day I'm intending to upload it. So I'm going to do 2 or 3 uploads of Soviet Jump Game today. Just because it is something that's neat, something that's fun to talk about, and something that when I did a search on YouTube, there aren't a lot of people that are doing videos about it right now. So you'll note that like I can keep it any height with the disguise, right? I can toggle between different blocks at will. There are 3 different kinds of block. Spent power, which people will figure out pretty quickly isn't real and hit you. And then there's real power, causes the same problem, and then bricks. Once again, same problem. You get hit, you got hit. You were a block. But if people don't know where the blocks are supposed to be, if you break a bunch of blocks in an area and then you just like fill in a gap there, you can hide, and then when someone gets beneath you, get the drop on them. You know? As one does. So, last item is this lovely little bottle. Vodka. Brief invincibility. You can still grab other powers, you can still use other powers, but everything flashes these lovely techno rave colors, and we get to do. It's pretty cool. Let's form an alliance with our this is what you're supposed to do in the lobby. Silly shenanigans, bouncing onto other people and doing the same thing everyone else is doing on some level. Because inevitably it's just people playing around with items until the match starts, right? So like, why not have a good swath of fun with it? Why not make it entertaining? Something I like most about like Fortnite, Realm Royale, this. It was just the little ability to make sure you're prepared for the controls, limber up, fiddle around with some items, practice doing things, show off your emotes and your fun stuff when you're not in the middle of a life or death match. Because emoting in the middle of a match, the swag dance, it's dangerous. It's a risk. Are you that good to show it off? I'm not. Okay, so as you will see, we can see like specters of all the people that were in there, like running around, and kind of get an idea on which tube they go into. It's in a vague equivalency, but only so many people can go into a tube. If you don't go into a tube will be chosen for you. You will have no idea where you are or how many other people are nearby. That seemed bad. Oh goodness. Did not mean to fall in the ocean. I had an unfortunate case of lag there, and there goes my vodka. Well, that's a sad, sad state of affairs. Sometimes you lose your vodka. Not a fan of that. Not a fan of that either. Oops. We're just gonna venture this way. And got jumped on underwater. Yeah, that happened. That's immortalized forever on the internet because I'm gonna upload it. Yeah, I'm watching other people do some stuff. Ooh, neat. Maybe combat? Definitely a strategy to it, and like if you can score a screen transition from one area to another. And getting bonus points by defeating enemies and collecting coins is definitely useful for like unlocking cool swag. So if it's not your jam, don't worry about it. I imagine taking coins also implies that you might be nearby. I don't know if they have any other purpose yet, or if there's anything else to them. Like if you collect so many, do you get like an extra chance? It doesn't seem like it would be fair, but it could be a thing. Bye, Grey Wolf. It doesn't pass through objects. Haha. You got him still. Dang. Homie's good. Give him that. Wow. Don't want to duel? You want to just like hold out? Aw, dang. As the other dude's in the cannon thing, his weapon's more direct. Do you think it's better? Or are you just like hoping he'll die first? Oh. Dang. That was... Wowsies. Cool. That was a match. Did not live nearly as long this time. Bad times, bad times. Oh well. But yeah, this is Soviet Jump Game. Got that match a little bit faster than I was expecting, so we haven't had a chance to go over all the cool little tips and stuff yet, but we'll probably just do that next time. It's some useful advice for the game, but I'm going to cut the recording now and get to uploading this onto the YouTubes so that hopefully more people will see it and start playing, because it's a fantastic game.